I'm going to show you the difference between working a yarn over and a yarn under in your crochet stitches and why this distinction matters in your final project. I'm using American crochet terminology throughout. My starting position for any crochet stitch is like this. My dominant hand is holding the hook horizontally with the face of the hook, the open part of the hook, facing me. My non-dominant hand has the yarn tension through my fingers with the working yarn coming over my forefinger from back to front. The thumb and middle finger of my non-dominant hand controls what's coming off my hook or the fabric that I have already crocheted. The way you hold the yarn and the hook may be a little bit different. As a matter of fact, this is my starting position for demonstration purposes. When I'm actually working on a project, I hold the yarn somewhat differently, but the basics are the same. From this position, if I want to work a yarn over, I push back with the hook and come forward with the yarn to create the yarn over. If you're working right-handed, the yarn is crossing the front of the hook from upper right to lower left. To make a yarn under, I bring the hook over the top of the working yarn and let the yarn come to the back. Here, with right-handed crocheters, the yarn crosses the front of the hook from lower right to upper left. Let's look at a double crochet worked with yarn overs in the ordinary way. To double crochet, I yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through two times. Let's examine that a little more closely. The first yarn over, notice the position of the yarn crossing over the hook. Go in and yarn over to pull up a loop. Notice the position of the yarn as I pick it up. That's a yarn over. It's crossing from upper right to lower left as a right-hander, or from upper left to lower right if I'm left-handed. Pull up a loop, then yarn over again, pull through two, yarn over again, pull through two. When I do a double crochet like that, the base of the stitch, these two little legs at the base of the stitch are parallel to each other. Notice those two legs don't cross each other. What happens, however, if I do a yarn under at one point? Let me start by doing a yarn over and then going in, and instead of doing a yarn over, which would be this way, where a lot of people go wrong is they do a yarn under. Notice the way the yarn is crossing the hook. That's a yarn under. When I pull up a loop, now I'm going to yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over and pull through two once more. Let's see if we can notice a difference. Notice that at the base of the stitch, these two legs are crossing each other because I did a yarn under here. So you'll get a twisted stitch down here at the bottom. Here I've done two swatches. This swatch used a yarn over in the regular way at that point where you go into the fabric, yarn over and pull up a loop. This one used a yarn under at that same point when you do the double crochet, when you go in to grab the yarn and do a yarn under and pull up a loop. This one has parallel feet at the bottom of the double crochet, while this one has crossed feet at the bottom of the double crochet. There is a slight difference in gauge between these two swatches. So it could make a difference in the amount of yarn you use, and it will certainly make a difference in the way that the stitches look. Yarn over in single crochet looks like this. Go in, yarn over, notice the position of the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. This is the standard way to do single crochet. A yarn under in single crochet is going to give a different look. Here is a yarn under, and then I'm doing a yarn over on top. So go in, I'm doing a yarn under, and we'll take a look at what these stitches look like. These stitches are crossed at their base. Compare the stitches here, the right side stitches with the 2 legs that are parallel, to the stitches with the crossed legs. It's a different look, and it will probably give a slightly tighter gauge. Some people like to do amigurumi using a yarn under. That's fine if you're going to do it. You just need to understand what it is you're doing and how the stitches look different. If you'd like more instruction like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the links in the video notes for other ways you can find me. Thanks for watching.